All right, this is problem number 5, our last one. I went ahead and identified A, B, and C and plugged it into our formula, the quadratic formula, so we are ready to go. As always, we're going to work on the square root first. And 5 to the second power, 5 times 5 is 25. Minus 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 7 is 28. And 25 take away 28, this number is bigger. So our answer is going to be negative. For the first time, our answer is going to be negative. Now, don't forget that this is all underneath a square root. So it's the square root of negative 3. Now, something that we've learned in algebra semester 1 is that all numbers are real except for when you have a negative inside of a square root. Anytime you have a negative inside of a square root, there is no number that exists that can give you a negative answer inside of the square root, because a negative times a negative gives you a positive. You can never have anything that will give you a negative if you multiply it by itself. So whenever you get a negative inside of a square root, then it's going to be an imaginary answer. Okay, so there is no real solution. It's an imaginary number. So we're pretty much done. We're like stuck. There is no answer for this. But I'm going to go ahead and just write the imaginary answer. It would look like this. Negative 5 plus the square root of 3i, and I stands for imaginary, all over 2. That's the positive answer, because remember, we have 2 answers. I'm skipping a step. I'm just going straight to the answers. And the other answer is negative 5 minus square root of 3, and then the I for imaginary. So those are our 2 answers. They are imaginary. Sorry, you couldn't see that. And if you look at the graph, you'll notice that the U shape, it doesn't even touch the x-axis. Your U shape is floating above the x-axis. So if you look at your picture, you have your x-axis right here, and your U shape is like floating in space over here, right? So it never touches the x-axis. That's why there is no real solution for this problem. That's why you're getting imaginary answers. All right. Thank you.